Good morning, all of you. So, as we know that in last class we have been studying what is introduction of salts and as well as what is the some importance of the salts and the formula, chemical formula we have discussed already. So, based upon the type of acid the base is going to react, we have been classified the like salts into the 5 different families. What is that families? Can anybody say? Chloride compounds, sulfate compounds, nitrate compounds,
Right.
carbonate compounds, and as well as what is the last one?
Acetate.
Acetate. Acetates.
So that is so. If base is react with a HCl, hydrochloric acid, chloride, sulfuric acid, sulfates, nitric acid, nitrates, carbonic acid, carbonates, and acetic acid, we used to call as acetate.
Okay.
Yes. So, in today's class, we are going to study what do you mean by family of salts? What do you mean by family of salts? And the next, we are going to study the pH of the salt solution. So, please, all of you, keep today's day, everything, and we will start now. So, let us comes to here. What do you mean by family of salts, and what is that we'll discuss. So, if you'll observe here, if you'll take the salt, any salt, it is having two things. What is that? Can you able to say? Salts contains two things. In last class, I have been taught you. So, if you take any kind.
Acid base.
Acid and
No,
acid and
not acid and base. Salt parents are called as acid and base. If I'll take salt, suppose example, if I'll take example NaCl, it contains two things. What is that? One is positive.
Aspect of base and second letter of acid.
That is what I wanted. So every salt contains what? One positive ion and one negative ion.
negative ion.
Yes or no? So if it comes to here, the family of salts, the salts having the same positive ions or same negative ions, they are said to belongs to a family of salts. That is what you have to remember. Suppose I have given you some X, Y, Z salts, some X, Y, Z salt. So now in these three, if anything having a either same positive ions, what is that? Either same positive ions. Do you understand? Or either are same negative ions. Same negative ions. Then they are said to be what? They are said to be single family. Purinjicha, please tell me. They belong to the family of salts. Same negative ions. Then they belongs to what? Then they belongs to family of salts.
Family of salt.
Family of salts. For example, so again take same thing. Sodium chloride. So you take the sodium chloride. What is the formula? Examples I am saying. So sodium chloride, you take the formula. What is that?
NaCl.
Understand a lot? NaCl is known as what? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. So what is the family of salts? Family of salts means what? Either they have same positive ion or they have same negative ion. Then they are called as family of salts. Yes or no? So now NaCl example, if you take NaCl is called as sodium chloride, and as well as take sodium sulfate. What is the formula? Say fastly. Sodium sulfate. Na2SO4.
Na2SO4.
This is called as sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. Now, if you'll observe very carefully, this is forming by reacting with the hydrochloric acid. It is forming by reacting with the sulfuric acid. But if you'll observe here, this both belongs to the same family of salts called as sodium salts. Is it yes or no? Can you able to accept it? Both are called as sodium salts. Is it yes? Why?
Sodium salts.
So these two together, I used to call as sodium salts. I used to call as what? Sodium
Salt.
salts. So can you able to say why it is called as sodium salts? Both, anybody? Why we should call it as sodium salt? Because
Sir,
here also we have
Because both
sodium.
Both have sodium at the first.
and here also we have a same positive ion called as sodium plus. So that is why if they have a same either positive or negative, then they are called as a family of salts. Is it yes or no? So what is this family, Ra? What is this family called as? Sodium family. You understand all of you? Please tell me same family of salts. They are called as what? Sodium salts. You
sodium
understand all of
salt.
you? That is what we have to remember it. All of you, any doubt, anybody, you can ask me. So what do you mean by family of salts? Either they must have same
Either
positive
they must
ion
have
or
positive ions or same negative ions.
called as family of salts. Please take all two options fastly. Now, let us take example number 2. One more example. So, for better understanding, we will discuss again example number 2. Let me take sodium chloride again. So, first salt, sodium chloride. So, what is the negative ion here? Can you able to say? What is the negative ion?
Chlorine, sir.
Chlorine.
Next one you take potassium chloride. What is that? Potassium chloride. What is the negative ion? Here.
Chlorine.
Different, but
Chlorine.
negative ion is same. Is it yes or no? So this is also chlorine and this is also chlorine. So both negative ions are same. So they belongs to the same family of salts. Which salts are? Which salts we can call? Chloride salt.
Chloride salts.
Chloride salts.
Chloride salt.
Salts. Are you understand? Nitinath, Arvind?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand? See, even though positive ion is different, but they belongs to the same family. Same family of salts called as chloride salts. Here, negative ion is different, but same positive, but that is why they are called as same family. So that is why either maybe 2 are positive charges are same or else 2 negative charges are same. Then they belongs to the same family of salts. That is what you have to remember. Are you clear, all of you? So we can have as many families of salts. There are positively charged ions and negatively charged ions which make up the salts. Means we have so many number of families, like where somewhere either positive ions are same or else the negative ions are same. So now some of the important families for class 10. That is what you must know. So important families of salts. Please keep reading. Important families of salt. Important families of salts. First one. Sodium salts. What is that? Sodium salts.
Good salt.
Second one. Calcium salts. You can say, anybody. You guys all can say. Calcium over.
Chloride salts.
Magnesium salts. Next one. Zinc salts. You can give examples also, anything. Zinc salts. Next. Potassium salts. These all are positive ions or negative ions? Anybody? All are positive ions. Is it yes or no?
Positive ions.
Potassium salts, aluminum salts, copper salts, ammonium salts, Next one, chloride salts. So which one? Ammonium is still here, positive. Everybody should remember, positive ion still here. So yeah, from here
Chloride.
it will begins. Understanding? Chloride salts. Next, sulfate salts. Negative. Next one. Anybody?
Nitrate salts.
Nitrate salts. Next one. Carbonate salts.
Carbonate salts.
Carbonate salts.
Acetate salts. Acetate salts.
That's the last one. And acetate salts. So I hope you have examples, correct? Everything. So acetate salts. So now, if you'll observe, this is all about the what? All the families of solids. Now, from this, definitely one important question will come. So that is what you have MCQs. Definitely one question going to ask from this concept only. That is what we are going to study now. So, sir, how, sir? What is that? So what they will give means they will give you some salt and they will ask you what is the base and what is the acid present in and what is the which is belongs to what family they will ask you. Are you guys understand what I will say? Suppose they will give you
Yes, sir.
potassium sulphate. What is the acid? What is the base and acid? Can you able to find anybody? Examples. So sample problem. Please all of you write. Sample problem. Write the formula of the salt given below and identify the acids and bases from which these salts may obtain. From which these salts may obtain. Sample question. Sample problem. You understand what I am saying? You have to write the chemical formula of the given salt and as well as you have to write, identify the acid base to form which these salts may be obtained. Do you understand? So the first one alone I will say. Next you guys one by one you can say it. First one, name of the salt. They will ask you only in MCQs. Name of the salts they will give you. You have to identify the acid and base which is present in that. So if you want to know acid and base, you must know the chemical formula. Let me see who will say. Name of the salt, formula, you have to be active. Next one, base and acid. What is that? Base and acid. So first one is potassium sulphate. Anybody? Potassium sulphate. This is the thing I have given. Formula. Anyone?
Sir, sulfuric
So K2SO4.
K2SO4.
Base.
Sulfuric acid plus potassium hydroxide.
Base I want first. First base we should say. Base.
Potassium hydroxide plus sulfuric
Magnesium
acid.
hydroxide, sulfuric acid.
Very good. Because why I am saying base in chemical formula, whose name will come first from the base? Purinjicha. That is yesterday's last class. That is the thing you have to remember. Next, second one, sodium sulphate.
Na2SO4. Na2SO4.
SO4.
Sodium hydroxide,
NaOH and H2SO4.
sulfuric acid, H2SO4.
Everybody start doing. Next, very, very important. These all the things you must know. Next, calcium sulphate. Everybody must learn now itself. Calcium
CaSO4. CaSO4.
PaSO4. See here 2 is coming, but here 2 is not coming. Why? Because
Equalize.
Valence also too, sir. Calcium's valence also.
that is everybody respond and option is called till now. Dina is not joined. Pranav, why are you very silent? Harini, everybody, is it difficult? Jesse, call to Pranita. Option is check it. Check your friends and make them call fastly. CaSO4. What is the products? Base. Fastly.
CaOH twice. And
H2SO4. Yeah. That is. Next one. Magnesium sulphate. Anybody? Magnesium sulphate.
MgSO4.
Magnesium sulphate. The formula is Mg.
MgSO4.
MgOH twice.
MgOH twice H2SO4.
And H2SO4.
SO4. This is only MCQs will come. They will give you some salt, a name. They will ask you to find the chemical formula as well as base and acid. So by that time you must, without knowing the formula, you cannot do it. Valence is also most important because without that formula is wrong. You guys already know how much it is. Next, copper sulfate. Copper sulfate. Copper sulfate.
CuSO4.
Ah,
CuSO4.
formula a base
MgOH twice.
UOH twice and
And H2SO4.
understand?
CuSO4.
Next, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride already you know, but it's right. Yeah, sodium chloride.
NaCl.
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 NaCl. Sumaira, what is the acid and what is the base?
NaOH
NaOH and HCl.
and HCl.
HCl.
Next, sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate.
NaNO3.
Sodium
NaNO3.
NaNO3. Base.
Sodium
NaOH
NaOH and
plus HNO3.
Acid. Very good. Next, sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate.
sorry,
Na2CO3.
Na2CO3. Na2CO3.
Na2CO3. Very good. Most of you learned formulas. That is what I want. Understand? So here.
NaOH plus
carbonic acid.
Carbonic acid. What is the formula of carbonic acid? Very, very important. H2CO3.
CO3.
Understand? What is the specialty of carbonic acid? Nuclear characteristics. Anybody? It is the only weak.
Only
Very good.
weak
Very good.
mineral acid.
Yes. Ammonium chloride. NH4.
NH4
NH4Cl.
So, base.
NH4OH.
as well as
HCl.
Nita, that is. Please write it. So, they will ask you in exam, identify the base and acid in a given salt. So, without knowing that, you cannot. So, that is why you have to know each and everything, including the valences. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
We'll go with next.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let us go with the next concept. This is what the family of salt. So family of salts we can decide maybe both based on the positive ions or else based on the negative ions.
Negative.
So either it is maybe contains same positive ions or same negative ions. We can say they are belongs to the similar family. Do you understand, all of you? That is you have to remember it. Now let us go with the next concept called as the pH of salt solution. All of you keep reading. What is that? The pH of salt solution. Now, so as we know, acids means 0 to 6, like 0 to 7, and bases means 7 to 14, and salts means neutral. Neutral means 7. That is what we have studied in the pH scale. Purinji chara? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, let us discuss what is the pH value of the salt solution, etc., etc. Now, you can see a salt is formed by water, reaction of two things. What is that, anybody?
Acids and base.
Acids and base. Correct or not? So, we should expect the salt of a salt, understand, we should expect the solution of a salt in water will be neutral towards the litmus. That is what the first thing you have to remember, because a salt is formed by the reaction between what? A salt is formed. A salt,
Acid and base.
yes, is formed by reaction of acid and base. So, what is the reaction with the litmus? We can expect that the solution of salt in water will be neutral. Will be Will be what? Neutral towards to what? Towards to litmus. So litmus salt solution in water, it won't show any kind of reaction. Now you can see, as we know that if you'll observe, so it is not showing any reaction with the litmus. So what is the pH value? How much you can expect it? pH value, how much you can expect it? Anybody? If it is not showing any reaction with the neutral substances, yeah, neutral towards the litmus. So what is the neutral? So neutral towards the litmus means what is the pH? Anybody? Varshini?
Sir, 7.
Seven, sir.
That is very good.
7.
Everybody, very good. Yeah. Yes. So if you observe, yeah, you have to say I cannot. Everybody. So many is absent that they are not joined. I don't know why. Okay. So now if you observe very carefully, though the aqueous solutions of many salts are neutral and they are having a pH of 7, but some salt solution they will produce acidic or basic solutions, which are we used to called as alkaline solutions when they dissolved in water. So all of you should very careful. So generally, what is the pH of the salts? Generally, what is the pH of the salts? 7. Understand? But some exceptional cases are there. Some salt solutions they will show acidic in nature and as well as basic in nature. So that basic is only used to called as alkaline solutions. That we will discuss now. So let's start now. All of you, are you ready? That is. So you have to write it. So though the solutions of the aqueous solutions of many salts, what is the aqueous? What is the mainly what is the aqueous solution? pH value of aqueous solutions? Aqueous solutions of salts are neutral, means 7. But some exemption are there. That is what? Like some are so acidic in nature, some are so basic in nature. For example, let us take. So what is the generally what is the pH value of generally the pH value of salt solutions? How much? pH value of
7.
salt solutions. Note it down. Salt solutions are 7. Means the sense of they are having what? Salt solutions are neutral in nature. So neutral means which is equals how much? Having pH is how much? Having a
7.
pH of 7. Understand?
7.
Some salts they produce acidic or basic solutions, but some salts produce acidic or basic in nature. Basic in nature when they dissolved in water. Dissolved in water. For example, can anybody say first salt solution? Let me take first neutral example. Anybody? Let me guess. Anybody? Let me see who will see. Salt solution, pH value, and nature. Salt solution first neutral. Anybody guess which is we are eating? Common. NaCl. Very good. So sodium chloride solution. Sodium chloride solution, pH value is 7. What is the nature? Nature is neutral. Understand? Next, same today. Ammonium chloride solution. What is ammonium chloride formula?
NH4Cl.
Ammonium chloride solution, if we'll take, it will show acidic in nature, which is having a pH value of 6, which is acidic. Very important. All are MCQs only. Next, base also you can guess. Sodium carbonate. What is that? Sodium carbonate solution, which is pH value of 9. Understand? 9. So basic, which are also we can call as what? Alkaline. What is that?
Alkaline.
Alkaline. So that is you have
Alkaline.
to remember it. Are you guys understand? So now if you'll observe, when we can see that the aqueous solution of salt solution, sodium chloride solution, that is neutral, and if you see the aqueous solution of sodium carbonate, it is basic in nature, and the ammonium chloride, aqueous solution of ammonium chloride is acidic in nature. Correct or not? So the acidic nature and basic nature of some salts can be explained on the basis of hydrolysis of salts. I will say you what is hydrolysis. So here the note, please all of you please remember note. So how we can explain the acidic nature and basic nature of some aqueous solutions of salt solutions is based upon the phenomena. What is the phenomena? Hydrolysis. What we should call?
Hydrolysis.
Hydrolysis.
So that is. So please all of you remember, note. I will explain you what is hydrolysis and what is that process. Please write it. The acidic nature and note. The acidic nature, very, very important MCQ. The acidic nature and basic nature. Acidic nature and basic nature of some salts when they are aqueous solution. Do you understanding that? Some salt solutions can be explained. But more on what basis? Bhumika? On the Jesse? On the basis of Harini, respond on the basis of what? On the basis of hydrolysis.
Hydrolysis.
Very important. Hydrolysis of water. That is what you have to remember. So here you have to remember, what do you mean by hydrolysis? That is what my question. Anybody? What do you mean by hydrolysis? Anybody? Dilipan, Yalni? Anybody can try at least guess. Tarni, can you guess? Ashika, Harini, can you guess just? Okay. So hydrolysis means, all of you should remember, splitting up of a compound by the action of water. What is that? Hydrolysis means water. Splitting up of compound by the action of what? By the action of water. That is what. Please write. If any compound, if you are trying to split into individual substances with the help of water, that is called as hydrolysis. Once I will give the examples, you can understand it. Right. Hydrolysis means what? Splitting up of a compound. Sp, Li, Ttinh. Splitting up of a compound by the action of what? By the action of water. By the action of water. That's all. So that is called as hydrolysis. All of you should remember. Understand? Now, so let us come to the first point we have to discuss now. So, if it comes to here, the salt of a strong acids and strong bases basically always will give neutral solutions only. That is what please all of you should remember. So, if you react with a strong acids and strong bases, for example, if you take strong bases like what is that? Potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, this all will give you always a neutral salts only. What is that? Neutral salts only. Are you understanding that? Only weak acids and weak bases will react. They only will give you acidic solutions. Couldn't you all of you? Please tell me, Ra.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what to remember it. Okay. So now the first point, right? The salts of strong acids and strong bases gives what, Arvind? Always. Nitinath?
Neutral.
Neutral. That is what. Understand? Write it. First point. The salts of the salts of strong acids and strong bases strong bases gives neutral solutions. So neutral solutions means pH and the pa. So look, what is the pH value? Having pH equals to what?
7.
That is.
7.
So pH
7.
equals to 7. Understand? Now, let us take example. For example, any example? Let me see. You all people already knows. Anybody can say example. Prasini,
Sir,
Arya.
NaOH
Arun
plus
Karthikeyan.
HCl gives
Very
NaCl,
good.
sir.
Very good. So let us take sodium chloride salt. So for example, if we'll take, so they are saying strong acid and strong base. So strong acid means what is that example? If we'll take HCl plus sodium NaOH, if we'll take. So you can take, this is what? Strong acid. It is in the strong acid. And this is called as what? Strong base. So which will give you what? Sodium chloride plus water. Is it yes or no? So this sodium chloride is, what is the nature? What is the nature of this one? Neutral salt. You understand? Like that, any strong acid or strong base will react. They used to form neutral salts, which is having a pH of how much? Having a pH of
7.
Huh?
7.
That to remember it. Okay. So next, observe very carefully. For example, you can take, yeah. So aqueous solutions of sodium chloride is neutral. So now if you'll observe, if you'll react with this with the litmus paper, what is the reaction with the litmus paper? Litmus. If you'll show
Sir,
reaction.
purple.
no reaction.
Purple.
So, purple. Neutral salts, no reaction. Just now I said
No
correct.
reaction. sir.
That is you have to remember. So does not have any action on litmus. Understand, Ra? It does not have any action on whom? The best indicator called as what? What?
Litmus paper.
Action in litmus. That is your thing. Okay. Next. So let us take one more example. Anybody? Another example. Neutral. For example, if we take another example, potassium sulphate. What is the formula? Potassium sulphate.
K2SO4.
Potassium sulphate. K2SO4. So potassium sulphate reacts with, tell me. Potassium sulphate is forming by whom? How? What is the acid?
Sir, sulfuric acid.
Plus sulfuric acid. Understand? Strong acid and strong base. Strong base and strong acid, which will give you potassium sulphate plus water.
Plus H2O.
That is. So this is also another example. So here also this is called as what? Neutral only. What is that? Neutral salts. Like that, whatever it is, we are seeing a strong acid or strong base, then the salts formed by them, they are neutral in nature and they will show no reaction with the litmus. Are you understand, Ra? Understand, Ra? That is. So
Yes, sir.
base, the potassium hydroxide is very, very strong, and as well as sulfuric acid also very, very strong. So that is why you can see. So it is forming the neutral salt. Anybody? Doubt? Anything? This is the first point. Now, what is the second point opposite to that? What is the second point I said, Ra? Arvind Ganpati, Anusri,
Weak acids react. When weak acid or weak base react, they form acidic or
weak bases give
Acidic
acidic solutions. Understand? Write it. The salts of strong acids. What is that? Strong acid.
strong acid.
Strong acids and react with what?
And weak
Weak bases.
base.
So weak bases.
Acidic salts.
Yeah, weak bases gives acidic salts. So opposite next basic salts, how it will come?
The strong base, weak acid.
That is very good. That's all. So what is the pH value of this one? Pranav, having pH value is how much?
Less than 7.
Sir, below 7.
Below
pH is less than 7. That is, note it down. Nitinath, are you understanding? Karthikeyan also no response today. I don't know why. So let us take the example. Example, what I said, Ra? Example, what I said, acidic solution. Up you can see. Arey, your notebook just now I told you correct, Raj. Check it, man. What is that? Acidic solution. Acidic in nature, acidic salt. Ammonium chloride solution. Understand? That is what I am saying. So, ammonium chloride. What is the formula of ammonium chloride?
NH4Cl.
NH4Cl. That is what you have to do. NH4Cl. That is okay. So now you can say, so let us take this example of ammonium chloride. So ammonium chloride is the salt of strong acid which is formed by, anybody can say what is the strong acid? Ammonium chloride.
HCl.
So I am getting
HCl.
ammonium chloride NH4Cl which is in solid state plus water will come, so which is in liquid state. Now I want reactants. What is a strong acid? Strong acid is HCl. Understand? Which is in aqueous state. So this is called as strong acid. Strong acid. Now I want weak base. What is a weak base? Ammonium chloride.
NH4OH.
That is called as what? Ammonium hydroxide. What is it called? Ammonium hydroxide, which is called as what? Weak base. Weak base. Note it down. Which will give you what? NH4Cl plus H2O. But this process is called as what? Reverse also it will take place. Reverse also it will take place. So this process is only called as reverse. With the help of water, we are getting a understanding. Again, back to the base and the strong acid. That is what the reverse process. That process is only called as what? Hydrolysis. Understand, Ra? So aqueous solutions of ammonium chloride is acidic in nature. Ammonium chloride is acidic in nature. So it can be explained like, so what is the nature of ammonium chloride now? Ammonium chloride is a salt. What is the nature of this one? What is the nature of this one? Acidic solution. Acidic. Understand? Acidic in nature. Please note it down.